Have you ever wondered why the people you loved the most were the ones who hurt you the deepest? Why the relationship you prayed for collapsed out of nowhere, right when you thought God was finally giving you what you asked for? Have you ever sat alone, staring at the ceiling, asking God, "Why would you let me love someone this much?" only to take them away? What if the heartbreak you think destroyed you was actually the heartbreak that rescued you? What if the person you begged God to keep was the very thing he had to remove to protect your soul? Today I want to take you into one of the deepest spiritual truths most people never understand until years later. Sometimes God will break your heart to save your soul. And once you understand this, your heartbreak will stop looking like a wound and start looking like a miracle. There are moments in life when God steps into your story, not with gentle whispers or soft nudges, but with a force that feels like everything inside you is collapsing. And in those moments, it's so easy to think God is being cruel. It's easy to believe he's abandoned you. It's easy to think you failed or that something is wrong with you. But the truth is, God will sometimes allow your heart to break because he sees what you can't see long before you feel what you about to feel. You see the person. God sees the path. You see the moment. God sees the lifetime. You see the romance. God sees the consequences. God knows when a relationship is leading you somewhere your soul cannot survive. He knows when the person you love is slowly pulling you away from your purpose, your identity, your peace, and from him. And sometimes the only way God can free you is by breaking the very thing you refuse to let go of. Think back to the moment when everything fell apart. The text messages stopped. The calls ended. The person you thought would be in your future suddenly disappeared. You felt rejected. You felt abandoned. You felt like something was wrong with you. But what if that wasn't rejection? What if that was redirection? What if God removed them because their presence would have cost you your peace, your purpose, or your destiny? Some people look like blessings, but they are assignments sent to delay you. Some relationships feel like love, but their real purpose is to distract you from God's voice. And God knows this long before you do, so he steps in. He removes what you would never remove yourself. He ends what you would have stayed in for years. He breaks what you were trying so hard to fix. And even though it hurts, it's protection, not punishment. Here's something most people never realize. Your heart will break long before your spirit does. The emotional pain hits first. You miss them. You question yourself. You replay every memory. You wonder why it ended and what you could have done differently. But while your heart is hurting, your spirit is quietly healing. The anxiety you used to call love starts to fade. The confusion you thought was normal begins to lift. The heaviness you carried for so long suddenly disappears. Your heart is hurting, but your soul is breathing again. And that's how you know God is involved. Heartbreak from the world brings chaos, bitterness, and drama. But heartbreak from God brings clarity, growth, and restoration. God's heartbreak hurts differently, but it heals beautifully. Sometimes the person you're crying for today could have been the person ruining your life tomorrow. You think losing them was painful? Imagine what God was protecting you from. God saw conversations you never heard. God saw temptations you never noticed. God saw betrayal you weren't strong enough to handle. God saw a future you weren't supposed to live, so he shut the door, not because you weren't enough, but because you were too valuable to be wasted. Your heart broke, but your destiny didn't. God will never let you marry what was meant to break you. He will never let you stay connected to something that will lead you away from his plan. So when God removes someone, it's because he saw the damage long before you ever felt the pain. And here's the beautiful part. When God breaks your heart, he never leaves you in pieces. That's when he begins to speak the loudest. Suddenly you feel him drawing you closer. You start praying more deeply. You start seeing things more clearly. You start understanding your worth in a way you never understood it before. You start recognizing what real love actually is and what it isn't. It's often during heartbreak that God reintroduces himself to you. Because when everything feels empty, when every distraction is gone, when every false attachment is removed, God finally has room to fill you. And he fills you with truth, identity, and direction. Let me tell you something powerful. God will never give you someone who destroys the person he's trying to build inside you. The right person will not drain you. The right person will not confuse you. The right person will not make you question your value, your place, or your purpose. The right person will bring peace, not anxiety, clarity, not confusion, consistency, not mixed signals, growth, not stagnation. God will not connect you to someone who pulls you away from him, and the heartbreak you experienced wasn't the end of your love story. It was the beginning of God preparing you for the love he meant for you all along. One day, maybe not today, maybe not next month, maybe not even next year, but one day, you will look back at this heartbreak and say, God, thank you for not giving me what I wanted. Because with time, you'll see clearly that the break was the blessing, the removal was the rescue, the heartbreak was the healing, and the ending was the beginning. God didn't break your heart to hurt you. He broke your heart to save you, to protect you, to realign you, to strengthen you, to prepare you, and to clear the path for the person, the purpose, and the future he always had for you. So if you're watching this with a broken heart, if you still feel the sting of someone walking away, if you're confused, disappointed, or silently asking God, why? Please hear this. You are not being punished. You are being protected. God loves you too much to let you stay where you don't belong. He loves you too much to let you settle for a love that was beneath you. He loves you too much to let a temporary attachment destroy your eternal purpose. Your heart will heal, your soul will grow, and what God sends next will make you understand exactly why this heartbreak was necessary. You didn't lose them. You were saved from them. And one day, you will thank God for every tear.